Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Enrique Eddy, and for today's video I'm going to be talking to you about a very important ability that you need to have in your life. It's an ability that you need to have in your life to implement in every aspect of your life, because if you do so, you will be much more enriched, you will see things in different perspectives and points of view, and you will simply live a much more knowledgeable and much more enjoyable life. So with that said, let's begin. The ability is to be insightful. So what does this mean? What does it mean to be an insightful person, to have insight? It means that you have a deeper connection with things, a deeper understanding, deeper meaning, and you don't just see something. You see through it. You're able to connect better, have different points of view, step into someone else's shoes, simply be more philosophical and think a lot. And this is very unique because most people aren't this way. Most people just drift through things, follow the crowd, do what others are doing, yay, all good, and they just see something, they don't really pay much attention to it. So what does it mean? I'll give you an example, right? Take this t-shirt, for example. Well, it's a t-shirt, v-neck, fits well, green, I like it, right? But if you dive deeper into it, just diving into the t-shirt on its own, it fits well, a lot of t-shirts are baggy, right? It has a different neck, right? A lot of t-shirts are crew neck. I mean, it's still a pretty common neck, but it's a v-neck, right? The color, it's a certain darker shade of green, right? That's something a bit more specific. And what's else? Well, what's the purpose of clothing? The purpose of clothing is obviously to keep your body in a certain temperature, right? For example, sometimes, like, if it's really hot, you don't need as much clothing, but if it's cold, you need more clothing, and you need clothing that's of better quality, of different fabrics, of different materials. You get the point, okay? So that's simply the purpose of clothing. Now, all that is being insightful into this one thing, a simple t-shirt, okay? All of those thoughts, all of that history, that all comes into this one piece. Take a car, for example, another example, right? You see it's, white Mercedes-Benz, sure, okay? But what is really behind that car? It's a very expensive car. It's a luxurious car. The actual purpose of the car, to take you from one place to the other. Maybe the seats can move further than most cars, right? You get the point, okay? Everything in life has insight. Everything in life has a deeper meaning, a deeper connection. Even if you can't see it, even if you can't understand it, there are many, many things I don't understand. Everything in life has insight, right? And it's much more deeper than you think. So, that is what it means to be an insightful person. And a few examples. But why? That's the question right now. Why is it something so important? Because I said at the beginning of the video, if you're an insightful person, you will be more knowledgeable, you will become a more enriched person, and you will live a more enjoyable and happy life. So why is this the case? First of all, you need to understand, as you already know, obviously, this is a channel all about self-improvement, but we're in the minority, okay? First of all, the people who are subscribed, who are here, sure. Then there's the people who watch the videos, and it's the people who listen, and then at the very end, it's the people who take action and go after it. Just keeps going slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. And we are in the very, very minority of the whole population of billions of people on the planet. Simply the way it is. It is what it is. But that also is related to being insightful. Because most people, they're sheep, right? They're followers. They don't have the balls to take action, to stand up for themselves, or they simply don't have it up here. That's why being insightful is so important. Because picture this, right? I'm a senior. I'll give an example, kind of personal, right? I didn't graduate. No, I didn't. My classmates did, right? And I'm not going to college or university. I know a lot of them are, most of them are. And I guarantee you, it's just obvious. Some of them don't even want to go. They're pressured by their teachers, by their parents, by their friends. Or even if they're not pressured, they're simply, she got accepted here. What am I going to do with my life? You get the point, right? They just simply don't have that purpose within them. They don't have that thought of sitting down one day and thinking, what is it that I want to do? Am I going to lead my life, or I'm going to follow what someone else's plan so that I can live my life according to them? You know what I mean? Or they simply don't have the balls to do it. It is what it is. Most people are followers. Most people that you'll meet in this world are simps, are followers, are weak. It's the way it is, okay? We have to accept that, okay? But that is the reality. Take another example, for example. Let's say you're walking down the street, or better yet, it's a friend. A friend says, hey, George, me and the guys are gonna, or drink, right? What are you gonna do? If you're an insightful person, you will make better life choices. I'm not gonna say, hey, don't drink, don't smoke, You should be responsible enough to make good choices, all right? You obviously, fuck drugs, fuck drinking, fuck smoking. But whatever, supposing they offer that to you, right? If you're not insightful, just follow the card. Just say, you know what, sure. Yeah, this is cool. Oh yeah, there are a couple girls over there. Yeah, I'm gonna impress them. Yeah, you chug the whole bottle, right? It's so pathetic how people, when they're drinking, when they're smoking, right, they feel like kings, They feel like they're living life. You're dying. You're actually dying. You're hurting your health. You're not living life, my friend. You're dying. You're sabotaging your kidneys, everything in your body. It's all. You're simply harming it, okay? But that's what will happen if you're not insightful and you don't make good choices, alright? So, that's just how it is. That's what it is to be insightful. And also, why is it so impactful in your life, right? It will lead you to make better choices in your life. It will lead you to think better, to think through things, and to do with intention, to act with intention. It's one thing to just act because he did it, and he did it, and now I'm going to do it, right? But it's another thing to act with purpose. So to sum it up, I believe that people they're simply more insightful than others when they're born, right? They're more philosophical. It is what it is. You can't change that, right? Some people are more attractive than others in the facial features when they're born. But you can develop insight. You can become a more insightful person. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to sit down, you're going to shut up, avoid distractions, and think. Just think. Think. That's an activity that you should be doing every day. Sitting down on the floor, on a chair, whatever. You think, you meditate as well. You have a notebook and a pen. You write things down, you reflect. And that leads you to insight. That leads you to think. You have no idea the potential that you can get from writing things down on a little paper. You have no idea what you can realize, right? Just sit down now. Now just sit down. Sit down, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, and reflect on what you did today and how is that leading you to your goals. How is that driving you towards your purpose, towards what you want in life? Every action that you do should lead you to your goals. Everything. Even things that are, basic like eating, showering, all that stuff, right? I take cold showers for a reason. Sure, it's good for my skin, but it also makes me feel stronger. It makes you stronger. It makes you better. I eat, sure, I'm a human, I have to. If not, I'm going to die. But I eat healthy because it fuels my body. It helps me get in better shape. It helps me perform better with martial arts, right? Everything that I do has a purpose. And everything that you do should have a purpose as well. And that's where insight comes into play. You got to be honest with yourself and you got to analyze the situation. Am I doing things for other people, for other people's pleasure, for other people's validation? Or am I doing them for me? Chances are you might not be doing them for you. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. But you watching this video right now, you have the power to change that. So what I want you to do now is go, sit down, avoid distractions, avoid noise, avoid your phone, and think. Think what you want out of life. What you want out of life. Not what your parents are saying, not what your friends are saying, not what your teachers are saying. You have potential in this. No, fuck that. What you want in life. You go, you think, and then take fucking action. It's that simple. Develop insight. See through things. Don't just look at things. I hope you learned something new. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And with that said, see you next time.